Glasses, contacts, what should I do? Well, you should watch this video. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Eyeglass Tyler. Welcome to my humble abode. I hope you're comfortable. I am so comfortable, and I want to talk to you about glasses versus contacts, the everlasting, evergreen debate. We may not come to a perfect answer at the end, but hopefully we are all better off for it. And what I think is best to tackle this topic is talking glasses pros and cons, contacts pros and cons, and then I'll just give you my final word on it. So let's just jump into it. Let's start with glasses pros and cons. I will openly admit at the onset of this that I'm a bit biased. I love glasses. I look super cool, right? Check me out. I'm a cool guy because of my cool glasses. And so I'm a little biased, I'll admit that. But there are lots of pros, and the first one that comes to mind is the fact that you don't have to put your fingers in your eyes, which not putting your fingers in your eyes means that there's a lower chance of getting an infection in your eyes. And that is a really very real issue with contact lenses that will come up, and it's not an issue with glasses, obviously. They're also an extension of your personal style and self-expression. Like I'm talking about how cool I look. You have a lot more ways of kind of accenting your personal style with glasses. So that's kind of cool. A con, however, is that it is not always the most convenient thing, right? You do have to have something on your face. In some cases, it's better to not have anything on your face. They can get a little costly for sure, admittedly. If you're into sports, there's not a perfect solution for every sport. But there are, by the way, a lot of good options still available, but there are some downsides for sure. It can be an inconvenience factor. It can be a style factor. Some people don't like the way they look in glasses, but I would like to encourage you to check out all the options because there are a bunch, but there are admittedly cons, of course. Now for the contact lens pros and cons. When it comes to contact lenses, a lot of people like them because they prefer their face with no glasses. They prefer maybe to not have to deal with a pair of glasses, put them on, but they might just prefer how they look better with nothing on their face. Also, obviously, they don't fog up. They're not going to get scratched. They're not going to be something that you have to pay so much attention to throughout the day. You don't have to clean them throughout the day. You don't have to worry about them falling off your face. Although I guess contacts could fall out of your eyes, but that's pretty uncommon. But for the cons, you do have to touch your eyes, right? You have to do that. So for some people, they're squeamish. That's not fun, and they just can't get over that issue. And so that's definitely a downside. You have to replace them more often. They can be easier to lose when they're outside of your face. They're a little more maintenance that you do have to worry about in the beginning and the end of the day with the solutions and replacing them, getting a contact lens prescription at least once every year. It's just a little more upkeep. And there, like I said, that very real issue of infections. If you get an eye infection, which I, in my experience as an optician, have seen well more than a few times, you can't wear your contacts for an extended period of time, usually at least 2 weeks, if not longer. And so that can be an issue because then you're going to have those glasses anyway, at least a backup pair. And so that can be a downside big time. Also, they can be uncomfortable. They can dry out your eyes. I talked about them not working for me that well because I have astigmatism. I wear what would be called a toric lens, and those work by being weighted. They have to be at a certain axis, and if your eyes get a little bit dry and they start to turn, you can't see as well, and that can be dangerous when you're driving. And so if you're a toric wearer, you know what I'm talking about. That can be a downside for sure. So my final word on this, obviously, ultimately, it is what is best for you. There is no absolute right or wrong, yes or no answer to this question. It's what's best for you and what serves you best. But now with more options than ever in prescription, especially with all these new tint technologies and glasses, just the styles that you can get, glasses are so much better than they ever used to be. And so I would definitely give them their fair shake and give it a try. And by the way, you can by reaching out to SportRx. We'd love to help you out with that. So without going into too much depth, or really digging into the weeds. I think that pretty well covers the whole glasses versus contacts debate. Hopefully, after talking pros and cons and then my final word on that, you feel a little better about your decision with which route you're deciding to go. By the way, if you decide to order glasses from SportRx, thanks to our See Better guarantee, you're never stuck with something that you don't like or doesn't work for you, and that's because we'll make it right. Just contact us within 45 days of receiving them, and we'll do whatever it takes to make sure you're happy. Also, if you contact our opticians, like myself, we have a lot of them, we'd love to help you through that order process to make sure you get it right the first time. So use us as a resource and reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching this. Hopefully it was interesting or valuable. If so, throw us a like. We would love that. You can check out relevant videos there, and you know if you subscribe, you're going to hear about those relevant videos first. Also, we have great content on our social media outlets. Check us out there at SportRx. Glasses or contacts? What should I do? What should I do? You should watch this video.